Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I want to talk to you about something that's near and dear to my heart. The journey of walking alone, but always with God. Now, let me tell you, life is a journey, and sometimes it can feel lonely out there. You might find yourself facing challenges that seem impossible, feeling like you're on a road with no one else in sight. But here's the truth. You are never really alone. You see, God walks with you every step of the way. Embracing solitude is a powerful aspect of personal growth that often gets overlooked. In a world that constantly demands our attention, being alone can feel intimidating. However, it is in those quiet moments that we find the space to connect with ourselves and reflect on our lives. Solitude provides us the opportunity to step back from the noise and distractions that surround us, allowing us to truly listen to our thoughts and feelings. When we take the time to be alone, we can engage in self-discovery. This is where we can confront our fears, identify our passions, and understand our values. Often it's in solitude that we gain clarity about what truly matters to us, free from the influences of others. We can ask ourselves the tough questions. What do I want in life? What are my dreams? What's holding me back? These moments can spark profound insights and lead us toward meaningful change. Moreover, solitude fosters creativity. Many artists, writers, and thinkers have credited their best ideas to time spent alone, where they could explore their imaginations without interruption. In those quiet spaces, inspiration flows freely and new perspectives emerge. The silence allows us to hear the whispers of our creativity, urging us to express ourselves in ways we might not have considered in the company of others. Additionally, solitude can deepen our relationship with God. In the stillness, we can pray, meditate, and listen for guidance. It's during these times that we can feel His presence most strongly, receiving wisdom and encouragement that propel us forward. Solitude is not something to fear. It's a sacred space for personal growth, creativity, and spiritual connection that can enrich our lives in countless ways. Trusting in God during challenging times is one of the most powerful aspects of our spiritual journey. Life has a way of throwing unexpected obstacles at us, whether it's personal struggles, professional setbacks, or health issues. In those moments of uncertainty, it can be all too easy to feel lost or overwhelmed. However, this is precisely when we need to lean into our faith the most. Trusting in God means surrendering our worries and fears, recognizing that there is a higher plan at work. It requires us to let go of the illusion that we can control everything and instead place our burdens in His hands. This act of faith doesn't mean that we will be free from hardship, but it assures us that we are never facing those challenges alone. God is a constant presence, offering comfort, guidance, and strength. When we trust in God, we cultivate a sense of peace amid chaos. It transforms our perspective on problems, allowing us to see them not as insurmountable walls, but as opportunities for growth. When we face trials, we often learn the most about ourselves and our resilience. Trusting in God encourages us to remain hopeful, knowing that every storm eventually passes and that brighter days lie ahead. Additionally, relying on God can guide our decision-making during difficult times. Instead of acting impulsively out of fear or frustration, we can turn to prayer and scripture for wisdom. This connection helps us discern the right path, giving us the confidence to make choices that align with our values and purpose. Furthermore, trusting in God can strengthen our community connections. When we share our struggles with others and express our faith in God, we often find that we inspire those around us to do the same. This creates a ripple effect of support and encouragement, reminding us that we are all part of something greater than ourselves. In those moments of struggle, it's essential to remember that we are walking a journey of faith, and with God by our side, we have everything we need to overcome any challenge. Recognizing your journey as a unique path is crucial for personal fulfillment and growth. Every individual's life is filled with experiences that shape who they are, and it's important to understand that no two journeys are the same. This uniqueness means that your struggles, triumphs, and lessons are specifically tailored to your life, serving a greater purpose in your development. When you acknowledge that your journey is one of a kind, it helps to eliminate the tendency to compare yourself to others. In a society driven by social media and constant connectivity, it's easy to fall into the trap of looking at someone else's life and feeling inadequate. However, each person is fighting their own battles, experiencing their own victories, and navigating their own setbacks. By focusing on your own path, you can cultivate a deeper sense of appreciation for your experiences, understanding that they are part of a greater narrative that only you can tell. Moreover, recognizing your journey allows you to embrace your story, including its highs and lows. It's essential to honor your past and the lessons it has taught you. When you face challenges, instead of seeing them as setbacks, view them as stepping stones that contribute to your growth. Each struggle adds depth to your character and resilience to your spirit. Understanding your journey also fosters a sense of purpose. When you realize that every experience is part of a divine plan, you can approach life with confidence and determination. This mindset encourages you to pursue your goals passionately, knowing that your efforts are significant and meaningful. Additionally, recognizing the uniqueness of your journey opens the door to gratitude. By appreciating where you've come from, you can celebrate your progress and the milestones along the way. This gratitude creates a positive outlook that can propel you forward, even during tough times. When you embrace your journey, you not only empower yourself, but also inspire others to appreciate their own paths. You become a testament to the beauty of individuality and the power of faith in shaping lives. Seeking connection during moments of solitude is an essential practice that can deepen our relationship with God and enhance our overall well-being. In today's fast-paced world where distractions are abundant and noise surrounds us, finding time to be alone can feel daunting. However, these moments of quietude are not just opportunities for reflection. They are sacred invitations to connect with the divine. When we intentionally carve out time to be alone, we create a space where we can listen and tune in to God's voice. It's during these quiet moments that we can pray, meditate, and seek guidance. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to become disconnected from our spiritual core. But when we take the time to be still, we can clear our minds and open our hearts, allowing God's wisdom to flow in. This practice helps us gain clarity on our paths, providing direction when we feel lost. Moreover, solitude allows us to engage in meaningful self-reflection. In the absence of external influences, we can evaluate our thoughts, emotions, and choices. This introspection helps us identify areas where we need growth, healing, or change. It's a time to acknowledge our feelings, whether they be joy, sadness, or confusion, and bring them before God, seeking His understanding and love. In addition, these moments of solitude can foster gratitude. When we take the time to reflect on our lives, we often uncover blessings that we may overlook in the rush of everyday life. By recognizing and appreciating these gifts, we cultivate a spirit of thankfulness that can shift our perspective and enhance our connection with God. Furthermore, seeking connection in solitude encourages us to embrace vulnerability. Sharing our struggles and desires with God requires a level of openness that can be transformative. It allows us to shed the masks we wear and show our true selves. In this vulnerable state, we invite God into our lives more fully, fostering a deeper, more authentic relationship. As we nurture this connection, we find comfort, strength, and a renewed sense of purpose in our journey. Overcoming obstacles is a fundamental aspect of personal growth and resilience. Life is full of challenges, and it's how we respond to these difficulties that ultimately shapes our character and future. Instead of viewing obstacles as roadblocks, we can choose to see them as opportunities for learning and transformation. This shift in perspective can empower us to approach life's hurdles with a more positive mindset. When faced with challenges, it's important to recognize that every obstacle carries a lesson. These experiences often push us out of our comfort zones, forcing us to develop new skills and insights. For example, a setback in your career might lead you to explore new passions or areas of expertise that you hadn't considered before. Similarly, personal struggles can teach us invaluable lessons about resilience, patience, and empathy. Embracing these lessons allows us to grow stronger and more capable. Moreover, overcoming obstacles fosters a sense of accomplishment. Each time we navigate a challenge, we build confidence in our abilities. This newfound self-assurance encourages us to take on even greater challenges in the future. It's a cycle of growth. The more we confront and overcome difficulties, the more resilient we become. In addition, obstacles often serve as catalysts for change. They can prompt us to reevaluate our goals and priorities, leading us to make adjustments that align more closely with our true desires. Sometimes the path we thought we were meant to take is not the one that will bring us the most fulfillment. By facing and overcoming challenges, we gain clarity on what truly matters to us. Furthermore, it's essential to seek support during tough times. Reaching out to friends, family, or faith communities can provide encouragement and perspective. Sharing our struggles helps to lighten the load and reminds us that we are not alone in our journey. This connection can inspire us to face our challenges head on, reinforcing the idea that together we can overcome any obstacle. Ultimately, embracing the notion that obstacles are opportunities can transform our outlook on life, enabling us to navigate the ups and downs with grace and determination. Walking with purpose is a transformative aspect of our lives that can significantly enhance our sense of direction and fulfillment. When we recognize that our lives are imbued with meaning, it instills a sense of motivation and clarity in our daily actions. Purpose acts as a guiding star, helping us navigate through challenges and distractions that life throws our way. To walk with purpose means to align our actions with our core values and beliefs. It requires us to take the time to reflect on what truly matters to us, whether it's family, career, community, or personal growth. When we set clear intentions based on these values, we create a roadmap for our lives. This roadmap helps us prioritize our time and energy, ensuring that we focus on pursuits that resonate with our passions and aspirations. Moreover, having a sense of purpose empowers us to overcome obstacles with resilience. When we encounter challenges, Knowing our why can provide the strength to persevere. It becomes easier to push through difficulties when we are motivated by a larger vision. This intrinsic motivation can transform setbacks into stepping stones, allowing us to learn and grow from every experience. Walking with purpose also fosters a deeper connection with others. When we live authentically, we attract like-minded individuals who share our values and vision. These connections can lead to collaborative efforts, inspiring each other to make a positive impact in the world. Together, we can work towards shared goals, creating a sense of community that enriches our lives. Additionally, purpose enhances our overall well-being. Research shows that individuals who have a clear sense of purpose often experience higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction.